do you have any tips on buttering up your salesman?
Welcome to the ProfitDIg Construction Show.
Hey guys,
Hello.
again, it's Chris Work, Jeff Givens, and myself, Jeff Spencer. We was talking earlier, about when to make purchase of equipment, when to rent, and what the good determination was to make the choice to buy. And another option we didn't really get into was RPO, which is a rental purchase agreement, to where you have with your supplier. Whether it be
Now, hold on, Jeff Spencer. RPO.
That be RPA?
Wouldn't it be RPA?
no,
Do you mean owner? Like rent?
RPO, rental purchase agreement.
no, it's a rental purchase. I can't
To own?
to own, rental purchase to own. That's it. That's what it is. Yes.
Okay.
All right.
It was killing me.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm going
But
I'm gonna give me one of those kick-ass construction project manager jobs. I'll be like, oh, look, like it don't matter what kind of experience I got. Let me tell you though.
Look, the leaders don't have to match the acronym, all right? But I make the rules.
I'll tell you when it's time to buy. All right. You just put me on salary.
When you get the paperwork and you sign it, it's got agreement at the top of it. So I mean,
Okay.
It's not it is a legal and binding document, but there's no time limit on it.
Yeah.
So if things go south, you can still turn that piece of equipment in as like a regular rental. But the other thing is like most of the time the agreement is like you agree to rent this for 6 months. All right, so in 6 months' time, you decide to make the purchase or you turn it in, one or the other. So if you make that purchase, most time, like we deal with John Deere a lot, and the reason we do is because most time on a 6-month agreement, they will give you 100% of what you've paid in rent goes towards a down payment towards that machine. Well, and it's like machines steadily go up. So when you make that agreement, the value of that machine is X amount of dollars. In 6 months' time, that value doesn't go up; it stays the same.
So you lock in,
You lock in that
bonus
price. Yes.
price. That's
Yeah,
nice.
Yeah.
That is nice.
So it may cost you $10,000 more to get that same piece of equipment and start over on another RPO.
I got you.
But if you go over the agreement, you still get a portion of that money. Like say you go 7 or 8 months, well, they're going to knock 10% off. You still get 90% of that will go towards the purchase of what you've paid. But the other 10% goes to them, our agreement was 6 months, you went over, so we're gonna keep 10%.
Yeah.
I got you. And now, these rates, are they negotiable? I mean, does it depend on your purchase history,
It
and
depends.
credit history, and
Probably depend on your history with the company you're
Sure,
dealing with.
sure.
And possibly the salesman you're dealing with.
Yeah.
And another thing, is like, if they're not selling a whole lot of equipment, they're gonna really, really work with you.
Yeah,
They're gonna be
right.
more than willing, because they
Yeah,
wanna.
you're just not losing all that equity
Right.
though under that
Right.
RPO or
Yes.
whatever.
So
you
now, Jeff Spencer, do you have any tips on buttering up your salesman?
Yeah, I mean, no, not really. I mean, it's
No.
like, doing repeat business with them. And if they know that they're your primary contact, like I mentioned John Deere, if you go out and you buy a Caterpillar, just out of the blue, then John Deere's gonna be like, well, you went and bought this piece, from Cat. And
Kinda
same
that
way with
ugly
Cat,
yellow
Cat may say,
color, yeah.
same thing, well, you went and bought this Komatsu, so,
Yeah.
you're not really, they look at it, as a loyalty thing, you're not really loyal to us, but, if you got a company that you're loyal to, they're gonna really treat you good for the most part.
Yeah.
And if not, then you probably got a shitty salesman, you might want to, say, hey, you got another salesman.
Yeah, know
put
someone
my way,
else
yeah.
that could assist me.
Right.
Yeah.
But, and what we was talking about a while ago, about ProfitDIg, and ProfitDIg is useful in a lot of ways, and one of the ways that I'm really proud of is keeping track of your cost. And the other thing is like, if you're not keeping track of your cost on your equipment, and you don't know what it costs you to run your equipment, how can you give an accurate bid?
Very true.
So, if you are running your equipment at a rate, and a lot of people look at it as an hourly rate, if you're running your equipment at an hourly rate that's not going to cover the cost of that equipment and the insurance that goes along with that, then you're doing a disservice to yourself because you're not making money.
Yeah.
Yeah, I tell you, as you're speaking, there's something I was thinking of too, is I know a lot of times I'll drive by a job site and there's a piece of equipment sitting there.
And it happens. I mean, sometimes, you can't avoid that. But, we call it, a lot of times a job will be like equipment locked. We call it equipment locked. Where your job site is, you got more pieces sitting still than you got operating. Well, at that point, if that machine is not moving, it's not making you money.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's steadily costing you. It costs you every day to sit there. It costs you the same amount of money whether you're using it or not.
Right.
The only thing you're saving on is fuel. But that equipment is depreciating. That equipment is losing you money because you're not making money with it. So if you've got a job site and you've got multiple pieces of equipment sitting there, that should tell you, in your bidding process, you overbid it, because if you bid for that equipment to be there and you don't need it, you need to get it off and get on a project where it's moving and making you money.
Yeah.
And if it's steadily sitting from job to job, you need to sell that piece of equipment.
Yeah.
There's no need to have it if you're not using it.
That's a good point.
Yeah. Or maybe that should have been a rental in the
Right,
first place.
right.
In the first place, yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Good to know. Yeah.
Yeah.
Appreciate your insight, Jeff, as always.
Yes, sir. Thank y'all.
Yeah. Jeff, we'll see y'all next time. All right.
bet.
Hey, y'all check us out, ProfitDIg.com. Looking for a construction bidding and costing solution? I think we have it for you. It's only $99 a month. We'll see you next time. Oh, while you're here, if you don't mind, like the video, subscribe to the channel, leave us a comment, let us know what you want to talk about. We'll see you soon.
See you guys.